Sup troops, Struxn here today with a brand new video, and today I have got a 4 versus 4 competitive search and destroy match on Hacienda, and this is the third and final map, playing with Dan, Sean, and who else was I playing with? Oh, it was Stocky, right? I've murdered that intro about 15 times, guys. I've honestly recorded it out and I've deleted it, or I've just stopped it halfway through, because I'm just either slevering or not making any sense. It's actually just been that long since I made a video, I'm just so out of practice, but yeah, so this game was, I just played this last night. It's nothing special. I just needed something in the background to talk about for a video I've been planning for a kind of, I'd say about a week, 2 weeks or something. I've been that fucking busy with. I mean, this is the only time I ever do like videos now. It's to say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna start uploading again, and oh, you know, I'm sorry about the inconsistency. I'm so busy with uni and stuff. You know, making a whole sub story for why I'm not uploading a YouTube video, like for about the fucking 20 people that even bother to watch my videos. But actually, yeah, if you hang on, but before I actually get into the video, I'm gonna give a shout out to every single one of you for the new support that I've been getting recently. You know, I'm so glad you are enjoying the spots, tips, and tricks videos. I'm gonna definitely do more sort of sort of tips related videos soon. You know, I'll do like rush routes or whatever you want, basically comment it down below. But you know, I've been averaging over like 200, 300 views per video of those, and you know, some of them have even hit 1,000, like, which is fucking, you know, it's pretty mental for, you know, someone that barely uploads at all consistently. But anywho, so gonna go into my video. I've kind of hinted it on Twitter for a wee bit. I think it was the other day I did, and I said, oh, I'll do it today, and I was like, oh, I've got a secret, kind of like fucking some YouTuber clickbait shit. Kind of make you click on the video, see what it is. It's not even really a secret. It just kind of fucking, I'm actually too happy at the minute even explaining that, just to even fuck. It's because I haven't told anyone. I'm only saying it's a secret because I've barely told anyone. The only people I've told about it is one of my best mates at uni, one of my mates from work, and my mum and dad. That's only 4 people that know. Like, I've barely told anyone, so I'm classing it as a secret. And because it's like business related, I've you know, I didn't want to tell anyone. Oh shit! I almost fell in the chair there. I didn't want to tell anyone because it's, you know, kind of, oh, it creates competition and all that shit. You know, I probably wouldn't, but I've kept it to myself, right? It's fucking early stages of planning. So, anywho, before I actually tell you exactly what it is, most of you already know I'm university 4th year student studying sports coaching. Basically, the plan with that is to, well, for the past 6 years I've been planning to go into primary or high school PE teaching, or physical education, if you're American, you know, gym class teaching, you know, like your sports coach kind of thing. On the side of that, I've been working with a company called Active Schools, which if you're from Scotland, you'll know who they are, but if you're not, it's basically a government-led, you know, organisation which goes and provides sport for all different schools, you know, different sports, different tournaments, all that sort of stuff. And on top of that, I work for a football club called Park Thistle Football Club, which is, well, they were in the Scottish Premier League last year and ended up getting relegated to the Championship, which is a bit of a shame, like. But because of that relegation, because I only work part-time with them, I coach under 9s, under 10s, under 12s, and I do some bits with the under 15s and under 18s as well. But because they've gone under, they've basically cutting back working hours for some of the coaches, and because I was part-time, I've had even less hours reduced. So it doesn't look like that'll be like a full-time occupation anytime soon for me. So I've kind of like, I still had in the mind that I was going to do PE teaching, but the entry requirements for that are so hard. They only take 15 out of 600 people, and you know, they favour people who have gone and coached, you know, overseas, like abroad, different countries, people who have qualified in as many sports as possible and stuff. So for me, it's kind of like, do I even really want to bother applying for this? Because it costs like £200 to apply. So do I want to do I want to spend £200 just to be said, you know, for them to say like, nah, you not get in? So that kind of put us to a crossroad where, you know, do I go one way, just go on the fucking, you know, go on the dole, become a junkie, or do I, you know, try something new, try something that no one's tried before? If it works, then fucking brilliant, yeah, great, so happy, this is what I'll do, because what I really want to do at this point in time. Or if it doesn't work, then, you know, fuck it, at least I tried, you know, it's one of those things. So anyway, the secret, the fucking my announcement. That's not even an announcement, right? So what? Right, I'm just gonna fucking say it, right? I am starting my own company. Basically, it's going to be a coaching company back where I'm originally from. So I'm originally from north of Scotland in the Highlands. It's a very remote area. There's lots of wee towns that are not really, it's not heavily populated. So there's not the same sort of opportunities or activities you can get up there as you do maybe in the more populated areas, bigger cities and that. So the reason I wanted to start this company, basically, it's starting off with football, because I'm qualified and all that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around all the different areas providing football for people who wouldn't normally get it outside of school, or maybe their high school football team after school, whatever. Excuse me, I had to burp there. I don't know why I even swore there. Right, so, where was I actually? Oh yeah, right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going around all the different areas. So maybe one day I'll be in a place, like this is my local town, so maybe I'll be in a place called Ullapool one day on Monday, right? I do sessions for primary 5s to primary 7s, first year of high school to the third year of high school, and then fourth year of high school, sixth year of high school, just sort of age ranges like that, different sessions. Just come along, anyone, any ability, have a kick about, have fun, enjoy it. So that'll be the Monday. Maybe the Tuesday, same again with the same age range, same activity. It'll be football, but it'll be in a different place, maybe like say for instance Alness, and I'll do that. Wednesday maybe in a place called Invergordon or Dingwall, Gairloch, Lochimber. Changes the place, depends on the demand of it, how many people want to do it, how many people are interested, how much money I'd make from doing it there to consistently do it. So that's my original plan for the first sort of half year that the company's going to be up and running, okay? So I'll be going around all these different places, providing football sessions, fun sessions for kids to come along, enjoy it, and yeah, just, have a good time. So after I'm a wee bit more established, there's more people, it's a very word of mouth type thing, people hear about it and hear it's good, they want to bring their kids. So after it's kind of a bit more established, what I want to do is I want to take all the best talents. So say there was 2 boys in Ullapool who are really good, there's maybe 1 boy in Invergordon who's really good, there's 1 boy in this next town that's really good, 2 boys in the next town, maybe there's 4 boys in the next one, right? What I want to do is I want to collectively bring all the best boys or girls teams after a few years, bring them all together into one team and have maybe 1 or 2 nights a week where they would train like amongst the best of each of the local areas, kind of thing, to improve themselves, right? And what I would do with that is I would take them down and play against, academy teams. I'd play them against, boys clubs down here, and I'd play them in front of scouting networks, because I've got a few contacts from obviously being involved with football down here the last few years. So I'd arrange games, take them down and let them play, so as they can get the opportunity for, academies to pick them up. I say to the parents, look, he's got a real chance of going, pro, he can do this, would you like him to come and sign for whoever? And then they can make their own decisions on that. So it's giving people the opportunity that I and lots of people up our area never had, because undoubtedly there's a lot of very talented football players up where I'm from, but because there's only 2 professional clubs, you don't really get they don't really get the chance. Like they can only academies can only take on so many people at each age group. Well, you're talking maybe like 15 boys per age group, whatever. So that's 30 kids in the whole of the Highlands. Are a population of like 500,000 people, and you can only take 30 of them. It's not the most, it's not the best way to do things. So that's what I want to do. I want to provide opportunity, because there's a lot of boys from my school that could have gone on to be professionals, maybe not professional, but they could have maybe played at a pretty decent standard, maybe part-time or whatever, but just didn't have the opportunity early enough, because it's all about getting kids in, the best coaching, the best opportunity to be the best they can be from an early age, and when they get that opportunity they thrive under it. So that's my plan for the next year, right? So but whilst that's going on, I'd also be still doing the fun sessions where anyone can come along, all abilities and all that. So that's within the first year, half a year. Following on from that, what I want to do is I want to take on board more people to work with me. So how I would do that would be, I would be going into local schools, high schools, maybe the older students who are thinking about going into a career of sports coaching, teaching as well, and saying, look, you can come volunteer, work for me, I'll do good references for you and all this. It's really good experience, and I'll give you hands-on, experience basically of coaching and that, and it looks really good on your CV or your university application. And if it's going well, if they're doing good enough, then I would actually take them on board and I'd start paying them as well. And I'd have boys, so if I took a boy from Ullapool High School who's wanted to be a PE teacher and eventually he's good enough, I'll say, right, you can run the session yourself, I don't need to be here, you know what you're doing. Another boy from a different school, maybe Invergordon, you do this. Boy from Dingwall, you do this. And every single day, different sessions, they all run their own sessions or whatever, and just give them that experience. So that's over the next 2 years, and then developing on from that, I want to indulge into maybe different sports if there's a demand for it. So if there's a demand for basketball, if there's a demand for badminton, you know, volleyball, fuck it, baseball, if you want, if enough people want to do that, I'll try and provide those sessions for people who wouldn't normally get the chance to, like, you know, fun sessions, and then try and get the most talented ones and give them the opportunity to show what they're made of in front of professional teams, scouts and that, so they can maybe be contracted up and stuff. So that's the sort of 0 to 5 year plan at the minute. Like I said, I'm still in the early stages of planning. You know, 10 to 20 years, it's fucking world's your oyster. Can see where it goes, see what I'm doing. Hopefully I'll have branched out into other areas, not just the Highlands, maybe like different areas, maybe even different countries, who knows. I also want to, I'd also kind of like, sort of almost like run a sports team. There's a team called EDU Sports Academy who take players from all around the world who want to make it professional, but they're still young, haven't got a team. They come and play for a year, and then after a year they get picked up by other teams and they go on their professional career. So maybe something like that based up north, where I can take all the boys, play them for a year in maybe like a Highland league, maybe even a Caledonian league, you know, step below, semi-pro-ish standard. And just, you know, yeah, it's kind of, at this point it's an open box. I can do whatever I want with it. I can see where it goes, see how it happens. Like I say, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, fuck it. At least I tried. So that's my plan. And funnily enough, you'd think it'd be the first thing you'd think of when you sort of came up with an idea like this. I don't actually have a name for it. I cannot think for the life of me for a name, because I want something that's kind of like cool, that stands out, that, as you know, as gay as it sounds, you know, down with the kids almost, like, you know, they'll say that name, like, oh, that's a pretty cool name, that sounds good, and it just creates interest sort of thing. I was thinking like Dynamo something, or I don't know, like Street Strikers, or you know, something daft, you know. I was looking at Eastern European football team names, you know, like Lokomotiv Moscow or Dynamo Kiev, and get, right, okay, what can I do? But yeah, so if you have got any suggestions for a name for my new company, fire them in the comments below. Help me out, because I'm stumped. I cannot think of one for the life of me. I think I'm overthinking it, and it's not really important at this stage. But like I said, I've been planning it for the last few weeks, so that's why I have been, you know, that's why I haven't been uploading or anything, because I've been so focused on getting stuff in place. I've been creating a website, been trying to create like whole sort of, you know, like Facebook pages and all that sort of stuff with it. I'm on top of that doing uni work and all that. But yeah, so that's my big thing. Starting my own football scouting network, football coaching company, maybe branching into other sports. So yeah, there you are, guys. There's my big secret, right? That's the end of the gameplay, guys. So I hope you did enjoy it. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, get notified every time I upload a video. Thank you for all the recent support. It means a whole bunch to me. And yeah, guys, thanks for sticking around. See you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.